It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Drinking water till my body fully alkaline. Going out my mind, running out of time. Denzelin', trying to find a spot. Corella the villain, rebelling like villains. Meat meals, suppressing my feelings. I need freedom. Afraid of what my thoughts may do to you. Trying to get my block clicking like Fruity Loops. About to fade from the usual. Atlanta be the city where you get ahead. Chasing dreams till you can't afford a piece of bread. But still they snacking on Adderall and alcohol. Going back and forth, the destination is padded walls. Either that or carry tools like Fastenal. Trying to hit a stain, all of a sudden it's fashion forward. But let me know if it's a problem. You just point them out, I got them. Red dot, I'm full of wisdom, headshot them. Yeah, partner, the semi-automatic lyrical barrage. Visual mirage, metaphysically I feel the void. A very rapper that done died in our hands. Screaming, don't leave me, once you gone I got a lot of my fans. Boy, stop it, it's only one topic that'll keep it coming. I hate working, buy my album cause I need the money.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. In this particular video, we're going to be getting into Mr. Snoop Dogg, the dog father. Man, Snoop Dogg been out here looking bad lately, man. Shit been looking a little shaky for Unc. Do we even call him Unc moving forward in this year of 2025? Do we still call him Unc? Or do we leave his ass in the doghouse? Oh, holy moly. So, Mr. Snoop Dogg was on the R&B Money podcast recently with Tank. A lot of people have been kind of digging holes for themselves on this R&B Money show, man. Niggas get real comfortable up there with Tank. They get a little, you know what I'm saying, a little sippy up in their system and just start talking. They start talking about their experiences, how they feel about the world, and shit just goes a little bit left sometimes. So on this recent episode, we have Snoop Dogg literally saying he got the spirit of Tupac in him. Boy, what spirit of Tupac you got in him, boy? You just was at the motherfucking Trump crypto ball, boy. Now understand, once upon a time, Trump was accepted in hip hop. Everybody had Trump punchlines and different shit. Niggas was hanging out with him. You know who wasn't? Tupac. 1992, 1993, he said fuck Trump back then. And you talking about you got the spirit of Tupac in you in the year of 2025, and you was recently just at his crypto ball celebrating his inauguration. I don't give a fuck how many. No, that wasn't the official inaugurations y'all talking about. No, sir. It's looking bad, man. You know, between the co-signing of Drake's tailor-made freestyle with both your voice and Tupac's. The so-called spirit of Tupac was on that motherfucker too, wasn't it? And you co-signed that. Kendrick said, nigga, what the fuck was that? I hope it was the edibles. You gonna come out and say, yeah, nephew, it was the edibles. It might be time to get the motherfuckers up. It might be time to go on a 30-day fast from whatever you smoking on. Okay? You feel me? Like, it's just some stuff, man, that's just like, bro, what are you doing? Then the Trump shit. And I think it was some other stuff beyond that that's not clicking in my brain right now. But let me go ahead and just get to it. I've already kind of shared my spiel on it. But let's get to what Snoop said out his own mouth.
It's touchable. It's believable.
Yeah.
I get that.
And you was a fly nigga.
Yeah.
That's the other part, bro. So for me, this interview.
But the Bay
is
influenced a lot of that, though. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I didn't tell y'all this, right? So when Tupac come to death row, he like, nigga, you gotta step your fly up. Nigga, you gotta get your hair done, your nails did, nigga. Like the players in the Bay, nigga.
Wow.
So that's when you see me start flipping him. And when we did the 2 of America's Most Wanted video, he specifically said, nigga, lay your shit
Yeah,
down,
you had
nigga.
the Lord
He say,
Jesus
like,
in that
nigga, I ain't
video.
got no hair, nigga. Lay your shit down, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kicked it off with that.
Yeah, because he had a vision of knowing, like, he was way ahead of us. We was just artists. He was a superstar. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just the truth. You know, he probably wasn't a big-ass superstar, but he was a superstar as far as knowing and understanding what it takes to be a star. He had been in movies. He had been on sets.
Right.
And he knew that Death Row was big, but it was certain things that we was doing that he helped us get great at. Like spontaneous making music and putting shit out and just, he taught us that. He gave us a different spirit on working and like studio time became valuable when he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was just like niggas in there 9 hours. Now it's like that nigga Pod coming up here looking to work. Whoever in there bullshitting got to get out. Or either he got a studio locked up for 12 hours and Snoop got one locked up for 12 hours. So it's got to be what y'all making while y'all in here.
Right.
And as I move with Death Row now, his spirit is all in me. Like that's how I move. I don't wait. I used to wait. I used to just wait till we make a record. Me and you make a record. Me and Tank gonna listen to it 3 weeks in a row before we even get to another song because it's so good. This shit's so dope. With Tupac, nigga, we on song 16 right now.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
While you niggas is listening to songs,
He making them.
he said the engineer's job is to listen to it. That ain't my job.
Ooh.
Makes sense, right?
Everybody has a function.
Engineer job is to straighten all this shit out. Like, we falling in love with the record. What we doing? Get to the next one.
Yeah.
The next one may be better than that one.
Some more game.
Hey,
Shout
man,
out to-
it's free.
So in watching the full clip, I can definitely see how people took these statements out of context. You know what I'm saying? And I was just giving my own little funny little take off of it because y'all know I be clowning. But if you actually listen to what it is that Snoop is saying in that clip in its entirety, okay, he makes a lot of sense. Whether you fuck with him or not, he's still giving you a story and a lesson that he learned earlier in life. We're talking about in the 90s. We're talking about when Pac got out of prison, when he came to death row. He's telling you how Tupac influenced him in a different way to look at music and his presentation a little bit differently. I don't think that should be discredited because Snoop is, you know, being seen with a watchful eye, and I think that watchful eye is rightfully so. But based on the statement in the video and what he's telling us, I understand where he's coming from, right? Especially, and I know all my West Coast folks gonna be like, yeah, Nolan, you said Tupac belonged to the East Coast. He gave Snoop game on how to dress like the Bay. Hey man, I know Pac love the Bay. I know that. I just got my own little, you know what I'm saying? Lead me to mine. I can't be right about everything. Shit, I'm willfully wrong. Okay? I still say, and the only thing that I disagree with is that he grew up on the West Coast. That's the only thing that I don't agree with. I agree that he lived there. I agree that he got the game there. I agree that, you know, he made some considerable life changes on the West Coast that defined who he was. I understand all of those things, but I still don't believe that when you move to a place at 16, 17, whatever age that is, that you just disregard those 16, 17 years before you got there to say that I was raised there. That's me though. You know what I'm saying? I lived in the Bay. I literally lived in San Jose for a couple years, you know, and those were formative years where I learned school and how to read and write, you know, some things that still stick with me today, which is why, you know, I have a Southern accent, but it ain't the strongest Southern accent because of the schooling, right? Can't discount those years I spent there, but as a child, I spent the majority of my life in Atlanta. So I can't say, man, I was completely raised on the West Coast because I lived there for a few years. But all those things taken off the table, just talking shit at this point. I understand where Snoop is coming from because he said, hey, man, need to get on some more player shit. Lay your hair down, nigga. Do this like this. When we go in the studio, y'all niggas be listening to the music too long. Y'all niggas be playing the song 40, 50 times, eating up the studio time, nigga. Pull up the next beat. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, Tupac, if we're going to be all the way real, based on what Snoop is saying and what others have said, because this is actually a part of Tupac's legacy. It ain't just Snoop saying it. He's kind of like the precursor to what's going on today, like the efficacy and the quickness and the sporadic nature that the new artists of today going in that bitch and creating music and dropping that bitch the same night or dropping it the next day, shooting the music video the same week, getting that shit off. He was kind of like that. He was exactly that in a time when music wasn't even being created in an environment to foster that, right? When you're recording on tapes and ADATs and all of that type of shit, nigga, you ain't in reels. Nigga, we can't release this tonight or tomorrow. Like, you know, the process we got to do to even get this shit up off the reel. But Pac like, man, let's go, nigga. Y'all taking too long, man. Y'all in here caressing the song. So I get exactly where he's coming from. And I guess in order to make this missionary project, Snoop must have employed a similar mindset in the studio, especially working with Dre, right? And everybody knows Dre's process is the polar opposite. Dre will make the best song in his life with somebody, and he want to know, am I still gonna like this song 5 years from now? Hell no. Go play that bitch 5 years, still banging. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in order to even get this project out, I guess Snoop had to give him some of that Tupac influence to be like, nigga, we making these records. We gonna put this shit out ASAP. We not waiting no 2, 3, 4, 5 to Neverwary to put this shit out. So I understand that. But to say that you walking around, you know, with the spirit of Pac in you, when Pac died, saying fuck you, didn't want to shake your hand, that is a little bit weird. You know, I understand the forgiveness of it because, of course, the person that survives is like, hey, he might have said fuck me, but I don't feel that same way about him and I'm still influenced. I get that part of it too, you know. But as a person who loved Pac and a person who supports Pac and his wishes, you know, if he died with the intention of not really rocking with you, I say when it comes to him, let that be. I also found it, and that's in all endeavors, right? Even with them niggas, damn, they name be fucking missing my brain. Even with the Hughes brothers working on his docu-series, I thought that shit was very strange. Pac didn't like y'all niggas. Pac was trying to whoop y'all ass. How did they come and get y'all to work on his documentary and niggas co-sign it? It was a good docu-series, by the way. But that's who y'all got to do it? The niggas he didn't fuck with in the living? And y'all get to work with and manipulate and extrapolate whatever information and message and narrative that you want? Because some of the stuff in there, you know, they did try to portray him as weak, or they did try to portray him as fake, or like he had adopted a personality and all this different type of shit based on how Homeboy felt. But it's like his cousins and shit explained where the change happened. Like, he was a good guy. He was a nice person. He was the quote unquote nice guy. Got his heart broke from trying to, you know, be that person, and was like, damn, the love ain't being reciprocated. I guess I gotta present myself with a little bit more edge. So I understand all of those things, but I do find it interesting that the people that lived on although he may not have fucked with them, they get to have a hand in writing the history story of a Tupac in 2025 to a new generation of people that may not have known these things, that weren't aware, that weren't born during that time period. So that part of it does strike me a certain type of way, you know, especially when we look at Snoop in his questionable era that he's in right now, you know. But we're not gonna stay here all night and talk about this shit. Let me know what y'all think of Snoop at this current juncture. Let me know what y'all think of Snoop and his carrying of Tupac's spirit, energy. Comment. And I also would love to know what y'all think before and after the context. Do you still stand by F Snoop, or do you say, I get what he means, you know, I'll give him a pass on this, I'll stall him out? Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.